camera out, it clouded up. Oh well. Feels good, really. I can now hear the creek, or the river, I should say. It's the river down here. And I can hear it pretty good. And I can see the rocks of the other side over there. So I'm gonna stick the camera up in the air right about here. That's not even. I probably shouldn't have. I'd like to come out here with a chainsaw and deal with that so that it doesn't fall on somebody someday. This is the part I remember of going down. You actually go down for quite a ways back there as you approach. I mean, the whole trail goes downhill, but you're in the forest for half, a little bit more than half, and then it really tightens and you're on a single track in the forest. I forgot about that part, really. But I remember this part because I had Bentley with me and I was just concerned about if it was too much for him. He was like 11 or 12 years old at the time. Still quite healthy. And he enjoyed it out here. But there were a couple times I did pick him up and carry him down the hill. I remember. It's a little bit of choose your own adventure because the rain has messed things up quite a lot. There's soil collected behind rocks that makes it look like the trail in some places, and it's just getting safely down the hill is the idea as far as I'm concerned. I remember you get down here a ways and it goes that way or this way, sort of, So, is that the trail because the water went that way? Yeah. And there's the blue dot, so it's the blue dot. The blue dot says yes, you're going downhill. I got some pollen on my cliff shoe there. Sun's gonna come back out here. I could feel my forehead actually getting kind of cold in the shade from where I'd been sweating. It was actually quite refreshing. And sun comes back out, you're reminded that it's August. Now it looks like you can see fresh, wet streaks. Now that could just be glossy, but I wouldn't doubt the way I've seen it over here, just some of the slow rain coming out of the hills. So I started the part one up by the sign, but it just says 626. And where, but if I looked online, I think it was calling it the Platte Springs Trail. The other one from the same parking lot is known to me as the Butterfly Trail. And its actual name, I call it by the one I found online, but that one, to get to the river, is longer, and you have to go uphill, downhill on that one. With this one, it's pretty much just a continuous downhill. With the recent rain, it's, in a way, I think it's less slippery than when I was out here in the totally dry weather. Because your foot will plant in that wet sand and the wet dirt a lot better than when it's dry and just kind of slide across it. See in here, it clearly goes that way and it clearly goes this way too. Do not feel bad about cutting across something or whatever, because I think all you're really seeing is where the water has run. Oh man, my knee just started giving me fits. I didn't do anything to it that I could tell, but oh, might have to take a break. And I'm so close. Feels almost like I'm cramping. I shouldn't be, because I've been nailing the beverages on water and all kinds of stuff lately. Worked yesterday and cleaned up a bunch of dead stuff. Sweat pretty good doing that, but I think I stayed ahead of it. Let's see. Yeah, I think it must have just been something cramping. Constant pressure on my right leg coming down here for a while because of my dominance to my right foot, and I just started to feel it, but so far we're okay again, so I think I was just cramping. I got some good stuff with me if I am cramping, so we're prepared. We're ahead of the game already. Oh, this is so cool. I can see the river down there now, in addition to hearing it. I just love having those large monolithic rocks in view. That one has a crack down it where that water is, but pretty solid chunks up there. Oh, there's the breeze, yeah. That's what kind of sucked about coming down through the thick part of it, is the breeze cut off and it's just like dead air. Oh goody, we got plenty of battery. I can record all the way down it and around, around once I'm down there. I met some people that lived on the river down here one day when I was hiking. They were really nice. I kept hoping that they would ask me to, you know, come back and use their road for access. They had like walked a quarter of a mile and I was at like 2.5 at that point, you know. So I was like, oh, that'd be so nice. But, you know. Oh wow, check that out. Nice view downstream from here. I'm real close now. Just don't want to hurry too much today. It's how you fall on these rocks, is get tired and then get excited. Try to keep my heart rate at a better pace today. 20 minutes in the moderate zone and 8 minutes in peak and vigorous zone. So I think I'm good for, got a long way up, you know. Okay, I'm gonna get ahead on the water just a tiny bit here. Now I see a sign, so instead of going straight to the water, I'm gonna go towards that sign. And the sign says Platte River Trail, 654. That way. So I've hiked that before. Down to this point, anyway. And the sign says long-haired freaky people need to know and die. I used to have long hair until I was 30. Right at 30. Ow, something poked me in it. Alright. Well, I think I'll stop the climb down video here. I'll make a separate one for my exploration.